To infinity and beyond. What's up, guys? Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at the Power Blast Buzz Lightyear action figure by Thinkway Toys. This is a really cool Buzz Lightyear. I found him loose, so I don't have any of his accessories. But what's really cool about him is that he comes with a blue helmet. He would have came with a Power Blast gun that you could port into his hand and a shield, which I unfortunately don't have it. And after I did some research on this guy, I find out that men in box are just complete with all of his accessories. This guy is extremely expensive. I only found like one listing for this guy on eBay, and he's going for over $2,000, which is crazy. And I found like a bunch of loose ones within the $20 range, but he was also missing his jetpack. He was missing a piece to his helmet like this guy right here does. And some of those listings didn't include his accessories, which is a shame. But what really stood out on this guy to me is when I found this guy was I got him for $10, and he has a blue helmet, which I thought was really interesting because most Buzz Lightyears have a clear helmet. Taking a closer look at Buzz, what's really cool about him is that he has the exact same face sculpt that the other Toy Story 3 Thinkway Buzz Lightyears have. And what I like about him is he has a really unique set of quotes. Now looking at the figure itself, his left hand is like in this gripping pose. You can rotate his hand, but you can't move his fingers or anything because that's where his Power Blaster gun would go. And what's interesting is when you turn him around, if you look in the middle of his jetpack, this version does not have the jetpack sticker. It has like this little thing where you could like port the laser gun in to hold it in his hand, which is really cool. And I also noticed a difference with the screw holes. They're actually a lot bigger on his jetpack, so that's actually really interesting. I also noticed this other hole right here, right by his wrist communicator, which it doesn't flip open or anything, but I think that's where you would place his shield. Correct me if I'm wrong. His hands right here, his fingers do articulate, but he doesn't have individual figure articulation. Only the collection Buzzes have it. But I'm really happy because at least they included his wings. We press that red button here, it opens his wingtips. They're the painted wings as usual. But I still like it. I still think it's really cool. So what we could do is, let's listen to some of his quotes.
Will you join me in the fight against the evil Emperor Zurg? A space ranger is always ready for action. Come on, let's go! Buzz Lightyear, to the rescue! I am Buzz Lightyear, Power Blaster Protection Unit. The evil Emperor Zurg has stolen Star Command's top-secret hyperdrive spacesuit. I'm on a special mission to find it and bring it back. To infinity and beyond! I am Buzz Lightyear, Power Blaster Protection Unit. I'm on a special mission, codenamed Operation Space Rescue. Will you join me in the fight against the evil Emperor Zurg? A space ranger is always ready for action. Come on, let's go! Buzz Lightyear, to the rescue!
I really like that he has that music. It reminds me of Toy Story 2. And he has two different laser sounds. Which the other Buzzes have that as well, so that's really cool. Taking a look at his helmet, it's a shame the other piece of his helmet is missing. However, it is interesting how it's like colored blue, and I really like that it's like a translucent blue that you could kind of see through it a little bit. So that's really cool. And he has really good articulation. You can fully rotate his head, and it's actually easier to rotate without the other piece of his helmet. His arms can hinge upward that far. His elbows can go in and out. His wrists swivel. He doesn't have any ab crunch articulation, but he does have the ratchet joints, which is really cool. And he does have foot articulation. And just like this Buzz Lightyear with some of the other Toy Story 3 era, I think it was around Toy Story 3 when this guy came out. I do remember those later editions of the Thinkway Buzz Lightyears. They came out in like 2012 to 2013, so I'm not really sure off the top of my head what year this guy came out. At the bottom right there, it says Thinkway Toys. There's the serial number. And right over here, you can see a speaker, which is really cool. And I do like that they included his wings, which is something none of the Toy Story 4 Buzz Lightyears really had, except for the 25th anniversary edition, but that guy doesn't really have any paint detail on his jetpack or on his hands for that matter. But this is a used figure. As you can see, his stickers show a little wear, which is a shame. But I'm actually really happy to have him. I knew of this guy's existence, but I didn't. I don't remember seeing him in person, though. I never actually seen one for sale. And you can fully rotate his waist, which is cool. So I really like it a lot, just because it reminds me of like my favorite era was the 2009 to 2010 to be collecting Toy Story toys, which is really cool. So for a comparison here, I'm going to bring in Toy Story 3 Buzz Lightyear. As you can see, their body proportions and mechanics are exactly the same. Everything looks the same about these guys, except for his helmet being blue and him having a gripping hand and the little feature they use for the power blaster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this guy's wings. As you can see, they're also painted, so they look very similar, which they're actually the same, except this has the sticker right there. That one doesn't have it, because that's where you would plug in his power blaster. And another thing too, if we look at a side comparison of these guys, I would assume their battery compartments are exactly the same spot. So here's how they look from the side. And they look very similar. To me, it looks like the jetpack on this guy is a little bit higher, but that might just be because of the stance that he's in. And here's a look at them from the back. And as you can see, for some reason, even though they both have painted screw holes, his are a bit deeper for some reason. And here's a different look at the jetpacks. I like that these Buzz Lightyears have lots of screw holes, because Buzz in the movie, of course, has a lot of screw holes. But I actually really like both of these. I'm happy to have them both. So I do wish that this guy had his helmet, because then that would make it really cool to display next to each other. You could really see the difference. But I'm not sure what else more to say about it, except for that I really like this figure a lot. I would definitely pick him up. I wouldn't exactly try to find one new in box, though. I would try to get a loose one and hopefully find a loose one with his accessories, because I'm kind of bummed I don't have his accessories. But the new in-box ones are extremely expensive. So it seems like this guy is actually pretty rare. He's not as rare as some of the other buzzes, but in terms of rarity, he's kind of rare. So I would definitely recommend picking him up. I really like his unique set of quotes. I really like that music and everything. And he's just a really cool posable action figure. So I would still recommend getting him. So this has been my review of the Toy Story Power Blast Buzz Lightyear action figure. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once we reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I will be doing a full collection video. So stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this Buzz Lightyear action figure? Do you think he's worth picking up? Was this the first Buzz you ever had in your collection? I look forward from hearing from you guys, so let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.